day, folks, and welcome to another episode of That Ninja Show. Shinobi One here, and today we are going to react to Season 2, Episode 1 of The Last of Us. I know right now y'all are like, the hell? No, I'm just kidding. Today's not going to be a reaction, more like a, so yeah, not so much a reaction, but more like a rant. Specifically, a show that came out on Spike TV. It's been popping up in my feed lately. The Deadliest Warrior. Yeah. That shit show. Where I think it was probably made up by two college dudes, probably stoned off their butts playing Mortal Kombat on their PlayStation 2, and just probably came up with this wild hair thinking, you know, I'm pretty sure a Spartan could beat a ninja or the entire SEAL Team 6, you know. Why don't we just come up with a show about that, right? Yeah, that's what happened. And when was it? Like 2009, which was at the height of when people were all stoked up about the movie 300. You had a bunch of CrossFitters that were all, you know, amped up, like they just had like a Coliseum-sized glass of a pre-workout. Oh, I could do that too, you know. And then of course you even got the little vatos here in San Antonio that you know, you always see them at the sports bars wearing Spurs jerseys. And of course now they're Spartan too. Yo, bro, and my mija, you know, my chica, she has her kid. I'm gonna send him to the Akigokas. The what? What the hell is that? You mean a gogi? Yeah, that too, bro. It's like, okay. So yeah, I have utter disdain and absolute hatred for this show. And for some reason, I guess they're right that computers and social media and all sorts of crap, you know, that the phone, you know, your phone listens to you and hears you, you know, rant and rave about it. And I hated that show back when it came out, especially when it was, you know, especially the whole Spartan versus Ninja thing. And, you know, then you got that whole show where it was like, was it like 3 seasons? And yeah, they had these two guys that were Spartan trained. One was a Green Beret named Barry, who looks like he's one of those dudes that always talks a big game of crap. Yeah, he was a Green Beret and all this stuff. And you know, I've had a lot of friends in the Army and the Special Forces community, and they have never talked that much crap like Barry has. And usually the guys that talk the most crap probably didn't do a whole lot. I don't know this guy's military history. All I know is that he really had a hard one for Spartans. I was going to interlace some pictures and video, but I don't want to subject y'all to that torture, because I went back and watched it again, and I was like, yeah, this was utter crap. So I wanted to rant and rave about it today. I do want to talk about it because, yeah, it just, all of it was a recipe for disaster. And then there goes Hella jumping into my camera. Hello, Hella. Welcome to the show. Thanks for giving me your approval here of the sword. I need you to get down, baby. I'm recording here, unless you plan on, yeah, get out of the way of the camera. Thank you. But the supporting crew they had a guy that was this computer tech, which, you know, he had this this computer that he said that was where the program was made by Slytherin out of the UK. So it's a Harry Potter computer program. And then the computer itself looked like a damn Commodore 64. Some of you old schoolers will be familiar with that. That was like the be-all, end-all personal computer way back when. So, but yeah, the Spartan guys, they just pretty much had chubbies for Spartans altogether. Oh, well, you can't get past my sword and this and that. And, you know, it's like, all right, dude, whatever. Calm down, you know. But sorry, I had to make a quick adjustment. The kiddos are still kind of battling each other over here. They're having their own deadliest warrior. Anyway. So they start comparing weapons, and of course the ninja guys, they were being constantly berated by the Spartan dudes, and Spartan dudes, of course, arrogant as ever. And then Max, that computer thing, he just drove me nuts. And then of course you've got the ER doctor who had to wear a lab coat, a doctor's coat, to indicate that he's a doctor. You know, it's like, you can't just walk in and say I'm a doctor. You gotta dress for the appropriate, you know, wear of it all. I guess I do too, you know, in some instances, but I don't go around and wear this and say, yeah, I'm a host of ninja shows out in the public. You know, I don't see why the guy had to go and wear his damn lab coat when everybody else is wearing like jeans and t-shirts, and Barry was wearing his skirts. No, I'm just kidding. I don't like Barry, as you can tell. But then, of course, the creme de la creme of it all is you've got not only, you know, not only are we going to really just go to the nines on this whole Spartan versus Ninja, but of course, the narrator of the damn show is none other than David Wenham, Lord of the Rings, and most notably 300. But he was listed as an acting credit or credit in that show under a surname of Drew Sky. In the words of the Swedish chef, Vert the Ferk? What'd you need to change your name for, dude? Your voice is very recognizable, especially since you narrated through all of freaking 300. But, oh man, it was just a shit show altogether. You know, David narrating the episode, so of course you already know the outcome before the damn ending even hits. Spoiler alert if y'all never subjected yourselves to this crap. But of course, the Spartan wins after they run the numbers in their Excel spreadsheet and plug them into the Commodore 64 computer with the Harry Potter computer program. And so, yeah, of course, Ninja versus Spartan. Spartan wins. What the hell? Spartan wins. It's like, all right, David, calm down, bro. Go back to Lord of the Rings or whatever the hell. But in all honesty, I feel like the show was geared directly to misrepresent Ninja. Yeah. Because you could put anybody against the Spartan, and of course, you know, David's going to pull home court advantage. The entire Sigil Team 6 complement versus a Spartan. Spartan wins. Are you Spartan wins. It's like, dude, no way. Seriously? A thermonuclear missile versus Spartan. Spartan wins. What the hell? He'd use his shield. Spartan wins. It's like, get the hell out of here, bro. So, yeah, I really didn't like that show. And it's been popping in my feed lately, and I just kind of was like, I had to get this off my chest. Because, yeah, I feel like the numbers they run through this stupid-ass computer just wasn't even a legit computer, you know. And then, of course, they had, like, They had like Bob, which was that punching dummy that you get from Century Martial Arts. And then of course we put these high-tech computer gadgets on the weapons and on the Spartan's hands. That dude, was that the Nintendo Power Glove that you just wrapped around Barry's wrist? It's like, what the hell was that? Sorry, Max, but your computer sucks. And again, felt like the entire show was biased because David was the narrator. They could throw anything at a Spartan and the damn Spartan's gonna win, you know? It's like, oh my goodness. The entire Russian mafia versus Spartan. Spartan wins. Are you? Spartan wins. Okay, dude, whatever the hell. So, yeah, I'd love to hear your feedback on this. If you saw it, what you think of it. I thought it was a crap fest. I was going to interlace some photos and video clips as reference, but y'all can see it out there if you want to. I sat there and I started watching it and I started working a mix on it, and I was just like, I can't do this to you guys. I think that would be a friendship ender. I think that'd be like making y'all sit down and watch Star Wars The Acolyte, and y'all be like, John, why? Why would you do that to us? I feel like y'all would like slump down and do like that one scene in Braveheart where William Wallace, you know, got betrayed by Robert the Bruce, and he does that Braveheart teary-eyed thing where he just kind of like gives up. I think y'all would kind of turn on me like that and be like, dude, you've changed on us, bro. You changed. So didn't want to do that to you guys because I have a lot of respect for y'all, and I appreciate y'all tuning in and also, you know, building some friendships with you guys. The last thing I'd want to do is be a friendship killer with that. I joked one time with a friend of mine that brought over a VHS copy of the Star Wars Holiday Special. I told him, I was like, dude, this is a friendship destroyer right here. I mean, you're killing our friendship. He's like, seriously? I'm like, no, I'm just messing with you. So, on that note, again, no video for it, no pictures. Y'all want to see Barry, go look him up. He was annoying as hell, along with the other guy that was a Spartan dude. That just, yeah, he looked like he taught one too many CrossFit classes, and yeah, just, they were like the Beavis and Butthead of that show. So, yeah. Deadliest Warrior, worst show ever. Thank you very much. Comment down below your experiences with it and what you think. And I know that they had a ninja dude on there named Lou, and then they had some other guy that was like some other martial artist guy that had black belts in multiple martial arts. And I was like, so is he like Storm Shadow? Because that's, you know, that's kind of what they were hinting at with Storm Shadow, is that, oh, he's not a ninja, but he's got like black belts in various styles. I was like, okay, if you say, yeah, okay, if you say so. I'm not a ninja, but you know, I only play one on TV. Yeah, or I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express, one of the two. So comment below, let me know what you think. Appreciate it. Keeping it short and simple. Try to. Anytime I say it's short and simple, it usually goes on for like 45 minutes or an hour. So hopefully I'm really going to try and hold up to it. So, because I don't want you guys to be all like, damn, dude, just keep going along with these videos every time. Shut up. Anyway, on to the next thing. Welcome back, folks. Been interacting with a lot of y'all lately, and it's been great. I saw Eric Miller chimed in. Eric, glad to see you're doing good as well. Appreciate you you sending me the well wishes. It's greatly appreciated. As you can see, I am back in that Ninja Show attire. Even though I'm still got a coughing fit, as you see, I had to step away a little while ago. Still dealing with a cough, still having a little bit of fluid in the lungs, which isn't fun. But I'm hanging in there, getting better. Decided to just keep it simple with this video. I am working on some other things in the near distant future. More product reviews, and also still working on trying to get some interviews with the producer and director from House of Ninjas. I'm hoping that'll come through. I have been trying to contact them on a few different channels. It's been over a year since the show came out. I would love to know if they're planning on doing another season, and also just to kind of, get a true That Ninja Show interview with them and talk about the show and see how much they enjoyed it and such. So, yeah, that's kind of what's in the plans for soon. Feedback from y'all. If I skipped the next episode of The Master Juggernaut and went on to the next episode, which I think has, I think that's the one where they go to Vegas, if I remember. No, because that's High Rollers. Never mind. Oh, no, it's the one where they get the crown jewels of England. So, if I was to skip Juggernaut, would y'all be cool with that? Juggernaut is not my favorite episode. It's not really a lot I want to talk about in there, especially since Diana Muldaur is in there. She's just like the physical embodiment of, to me, she's like the physical embodiment of IBS, where it's just like, I see her, my stomach hurts, I really want to go to use the restroom, but I can't, so I'm frustrated. So yeah, she just has that, her voice just has that effect on me. I'm just like, ooh, no, get away, stop, no thank you. So comment below if you're cool with it, me skipping Juggernaut and just going on to another episode. I may go back to it, of course, because I definitely want to complete the entire season of The Master. But, yeah, let me know. And then, still may do some retrospects on the other movies as well. And also talk about, ninjas and other movies. I saw that on the, one of the prop auction houses. They've got a full ninja outfit from The Last Samurai, which is freaking awesome. It's head to toe, the entire costume, plus a prop sword with it. I'm sure it's going to fetch a pretty high price, way beyond what I could spend, so not going to go there, unfortunately. Love to, but Shinobi 1 is still on a very tight budget right now. Still has a lot of stuff he needs to take care of. I still got a few swords I need to pay off pretty soon. And also, too, I've got just the old normal wear and tear of bills. And I got to get the kiddos into the vet soon, too, so for their checkup. So anyway, with that, we can skip Juggernaut. Let me know. Give me a yay or nay. I may put a poll up if y'all are cool with that. And then I'll go on to the next one. The other episodes, I have a little bit more that I can talk about. And someone's leaning on their damn horn outside. Wonderful. Anyway, comment below. Let me know. Eric, glad to hear you're doing good. Keep in touch, brother. And, yeah, definitely want to start hanging out and talking with some of y'all. And then, who knows, maybe pop up at a convention or whatever. And we all get together sometime. Get some barbecue. Talk ninja stuff. The good old stuff, Anyway. Been playing with the designs on the t-shirt site. So there are some different plays on designs. I kind of did like a Texas edition where I've got the Texas flag that I had designed as a breast pocket, and then of course I've got That Ninja Show logo huge on the back. So I did a few things like that. I also did like single-sided where it's just got the logos on the front. Hats. Shirts for the ladies, shirts for little ones. I know that my grandnephew is going to be getting a shirt soon. Anyway, so yeah, if you want to support the channel, buy a shirt. It does help. And yeah, we'll go from there. So we're going to be going on to the next thing here on That Ninja Show. Stay tuned. Welcome back, folks. So for this last segment, definitely want to get some of y'all's participation in this as well. We have seen some ninja stuff, recent ninja stuff. House of Ninja, along with the ninja that they used in Shogun. I would like to get some feedback from y'all on if they had a ninja movie revival, again, kind of similar to what we had during the canon era for the 80s and such. Who would you want to see take over those reins? I think, honestly, I think Sho Kosugi's already done his time for King and Country. I think that there should be, maybe he has a cameo, but not like they did for him in Ninja Assassin. I think they did him wrong in Ninja Assassin. I didn't like Ninja Assassin. That was a CGI K-pop cluster bluck that I don't even have in my collection. I was just like, ugh, no. Hell no. Thank you. Pass the old El Paso. I'm not, no. Thank you. So, I know that we have seen some videos that just, that have gone to like streaming channels and stuff, and they were okay, but who do you think should go forward with if there was a next ninja movie revival? Do you think Kane or Shane Kosugi should fill those tabby boots, or both of them? I like what I saw from Kento Kaku from House of Ninjas. I think he would be a definite forerunner in my book. I really liked that show. There wasn't a lot of reception for it. There were some people that really liked it, like me, and then there were some people that had some criticisms about it and felt like it could have been better. But I think it was good for what we could have during the time. So yeah. But yeah, he's definitely one that I would definitely, I said definitely twice, but he's one that I would want to see possibly take over the reins for the next ninja movie revival. If not him, then yes, Kane or Shane Kosugi should consider stepping into that spot if they wanted to, of course. I'm hoping to possibly arrange an interview with one or both of them. Yeah, that's something that I'm also working on too, so maybe we'll pick their minds and see what we can see. But comment below, let me know what your opinion is and who you think should, if we got another ninja movie revival, who your choice would be and why. Love to hear the feedback, love to hear you guys participate, and so we can kind of go from there. But anyway, I was going to talk about this. I did do a bit of an exchange. I had, if you remember, I did a review on the Warfire. I want to give this its much due diligence and honor. So I intend to do a standalone review for this one specifically later on. So won't do it today. It's just here right now because, well, just because I got it in not too long ago when I switched out the Warfire. So yeah, but this is the Hana katana, not the Hana Matana. But we'll talk about it a little bit more in the next episode, and we'll talk about a few other things as well. Anyway, questions, comments, concerns, like, comment, subscribe. I don't know if anything's going to pop up there, but you know what to do. And yeah, if you want to support the channel, buy a shirt. The other thing I want to hear back from y'all is if I set up a Patreon channel, would y'all be interested in subscribing? And then that way we can have maybe some movie watch-alongs and do some more in-depth stuff on other ninja movies and not have to worry about Big Brother looking over our shoulder. Anyway, yeah, please give me some feedback. I'd love to hear from y'all, as always. But without further ado, I am going to sign off because my voice is about to go out again and still got to take things easy. So, with that, folks, Shinobi One, signing off. Take care.